Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing good today. Today I am going to show you how to make this beautiful dress. It is very simple and you can use any fabric to make it. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe, like and share, and please turn on the notification bell. Let's get to it. To know the amount of fabric you need two measurements: the length of the front and the length for the back. For the front, I want about 40 inches, and for the back, I want about 46 inches. So in total, I need a fabric that is 86 inches long. That's 40 plus 46. This is the selvage of the fabric. So here I am going to measure 40 inches, which is the length for the front, right? And then I'm going to fold it over. Now I'm going to fold it into two on this fold and place it on the table. So this is where my fold is, and this is the shorter length here. So my shoulder width is 15 divided by 2, that is 7.5. From this fold, I'll mark 7.5. And then on that 7.5 inch mark, I'll come down by 1 inch and make a mark. Here is my 1 inch. For the neck width, I'll use 4.5, which is what I've marked here. For the neck depth, I'll use 3.5. That will be for the front, and 1 inch for the back. So I'll connect this 4 inch to here and this 4 inch to here. Now you're going to connect your neck width to this 1 inch mark and to the end of the fabric. So if you measure here, you're going to have 30 inches. If you don't want the dress to be too wide, okay, you can reduce the wideness. But if you're on the big side, then the 30 inches might be fine for you. So for me, I'm going to reduce the width. From this fold, I'm going to measure 25 inches. So I'll be cutting away 5 inches, okay, from the top to the bottom. So I'm going to cut this part out. For the sleeve, my round sleeve is here. That's about 10 inches, okay. So I'm going to add 5 inches extra. That will be 15. So I measure 15 inches down. So from here to here will be my sleeve. Now from the 15 inch, you go in by about 5 inches. This is the 5 inch mark. And then from there you connect back to this line. So this is my front pattern. This to this will be the sleeve. We'll be gathering it to your round arm measurement. Now let me move it upward. So for the length of the back pattern, I want it to be about 7 inches longer than the front. So I am just going to mark 7 inches from the end of the front pattern. And then from here, I'm going to connect it this way. So it won't be straight. If you want yours to be straight at the back, you can just go like this. But I want mine to have a curve. So from the end of this front pattern, I'm going to curve it to meet up with the 7 inch. Now I can cut it out. I'll start with the back. For this side, you can cut 0.5 inch above. For the neckline, 0.5 inch as well. So we are going to cut the back neckline first. This will be for the back. Fold it underneath so that I'll be able to cut the neckline of the front pattern. Now we are done. The next thing is to cut the facing. So I'll cut a facing for the front pattern and the back pattern. If you want your dress to have a button at the back, then you can cut the center back open, all right, and then you cut the facing likewise and you turn it and you can put a button. But the neck width and the neck depth I used is okay. It's going to pass through my head, and that is why I don't need the fastener at the back. This is my facing for the back. Now we are done cutting, and the next thing we need to do is to sew. My first sewing will be the facing, right side facing for the back and the front. So I'm going to sew 0.5 inch, and for the back as well 0.5 inch. I have sewn the facing. The next thing I'll do is to notch it so that it can ease the tension here. Now you place the fabric right side facing, flip the facing up this way. You sew from here down to the end of the shoulder of this slant line. You do the same thing on the other side up to this side. After doing that, you leave this sleeve part, leave it unsewn, this 15 inch, leave it unsewn, and then you start from the end of this 15 inch mark up to here, and you do the same thing on the other side as well. So from the end of this 15 inch mark, 0.5 inch allowance, up to the end of the front pattern. So guys, I've sewn it. I've sewn the sides. The next thing I'm going to do is to work on the sleeve. For the sleeve, I have this fabric. It's stretchy. I prefer to use a stretchy material than to use the same fabric. Also a gather stitch on the sleeve and gather it. My round arm is 10, but I'll gather it up to 11 inches. My fabric here is 10 inches by 5 inches. Okay, so by the time I fold it like this, I'm going to have 2.5 by 10. I cut out 2 for both sleeves. So for this, I'm going to fold it this way, right side facing, and then I'll sew here. I'll do the same thing here, and I'll sew here as well. Okay, so I'm going to do 2 things. Sew these 2 like this and like this, and then I'll run a gather stitch on the sleeve and gather it up to 11 inches. Okay, so I've sewn here these 2. Now I'm going to fold it like this. This is what I have for the band. Then for the sleeve, I'll pull the thread so that I can make my gathers. I'm gathering it up to 11 inches, remember? Now I have gathered the sleeve 11 inches. So what I'll do is to put this band stretch the band so that it can accommodate the sleeve. So I'm going to sew with a 0.5 inch seam allowance round. So after sewing the sleeve, I'm going to understitch the neckline and I'll iron it, and that will be all. So thank you very much for watching this tutorial. I hope it was helpful. Please like, share and subscribe, and please share. Till we see again next time, please take care of yourself. Bye.